there. But you know, speaking of players who play aerially, we got Retro's Hodan coming on in against Ari's Claren. I mean, we saw Ari's Claren earlier just constantly throwing out buttons every single time he had an opportunity here.
Yeah, and that's the thing as well. If you've never seen Retro's Hodan, honestly, it is a treat. The monkey just goes everywhere, and sometimes it's surprising how far he goes, honestly.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you can see Retro right now looking for the kill already, and Ari just trying to sneak right back on. And this is something that we saw early from Ari, right? Where Ari's just always pushing buttons, but nearly every single one of them hits, right? So right now, up strong, gonna be able to take stock number 1. Retro was in control for quite a while, but it really just takes one opening for Ari.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing with the GI though on the dash attack, and that dash attack is stronger than we will think. I think that's going to be the big thing for Ari as well. It's going to be the spacing right now in that matchup, because you do have to consider that Retro is going to be able to just move around and do stuff. But if Ari can just find the right spacing, it can do some good damage.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, right now, though, you know, Ari with the moonwalks, with, you know, the movement, gonna be able to sneak back on stage. Forward air, just barely not gonna be able to connect for Retro here, as he's going to be off stage once again, sneaking right back on with the EX up B though, and Ari looking for it all, not going to be able to get it though. Retro has the opportunity.
Yeah, and that's the big thing. Again, misses the tipper as well on that very good tech, saving Retro from the brink of death. But this time, there is no wall to take on, so he's just going to be out.
Absolutely. I mean, either way, Retro still going to play as heavy-handed as possible. You know, just gonna continue to throw out the hitboxes, continue to try to find ways around Arigator's Claren.
Indeed. And was that the sludge berry that I was seeing? Because this is really not something we see too often, I feel like, from the Hodans, because it's a bit hard to set up, I feel like. But still, a very good opportunity to have it, though.
Oh, no double jump on Ari. This could be huge, as Retro able to take this percent lead for the first time in a while. But right now, Ari, as we said earlier, it only takes one opening for him to be able to take these stocks.
Yeah, that's the big thing. And I feel right now, obviously, the trades aren't too much in favor of Ari. Oh, and yeah, I saw the parry and I was like, yeah, that's gonna be tough. I don't think you're living that.
A difficult position to find yourself in, as Retro gonna be able to steal away game number 1 here. It was super back and forth.
Indeed, and we are going to go to the Spirit Tree for the counter fake.
Yeah, I mean, Spirit Tree, definitely a good Claren stage, but not a bad Hodan stage by any means, right? You know, that charge fair literally covers the entire platform, but Ari has so much coverage that it doesn't seem like Retro's gonna be able to bring out that fair a single time. Of so much charge on the down strong, but not quite able to seal out the stock.
Indeed, but still, Ari continuing to put down a lot of pressure here. Retro is going to be able to get back here, get a nice little tornado to try and get a little bit of momentum back. But yeah, it's really about, you know, slowing down the pace at which Ari is playing right now.
Yeah, and another charge down strong, going to be able to seal out stock number 1 for Arigator here. But okay, Retro just barely, you know, barely not able to seal out that kill there. If that down B had hit, that would have been instant up B. I can guarantee it. And Ari, on the other hand, getting a little bit trigger happy, getting a little bit side B happy, but, you know, very happy with his current position.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Ari right now has the full stage control, just keeping Retro in the air. I feel like this is not the worst position to be in when you're Hodan, to be just in the air like that. but at the same time you still need to land to get back your resources, even though you have that burst option that is, for instance, charge up B.
But, you know, Downstrong going to be able to take that stock, and Ari now a full stock up. Retro still showing signs of life here, so you cannot sleep on the monkey just yet.
I feel like the spacing here was a little bit misplaced from Ari, but that is perfectly fine. And once again, we are in that train where Ari is just keeping Retro off of the ground as much as possible. Retro, however, is going to take back the advantage in this edge guard situation. And yeah, we're seeing a little bit of reversal. It's very back and forth right now.
Yeah, incredibly back and forth as both of these players just trading blow for blow. But when you're a stock up, you will take that trade any day. Right now, Claren just looking for a down air, looking for some kind of opening, you know, a down air, a back air, a nair 6, something like that, where you can just immediately turn it into a kill. Meanwhile, Retro still just trying to steal out this stock, and Ari's gonna oblige.
Yeah, Ari just slowly going down the blast zone. But we are going to see that one kill, and Ari is going to be on the board against Retro all of a sudden. Still very strong adaptations overall from Ari.
I mean, game number 1 was stolen away by Retro's Hodan right now, but, you know, game number 3 on Endless Abyss means that a single opening could mean a huge amount of damage.
Absolutely, and we saw Ari go very far and wide for this edge guard. Unfortunately missing it, but that was... I feel like that was very ballsy, honestly, to go that far with a Claren against the Hodan. And I wish this would have worked.
Yeah, absolutely. I get you. But, you know, Mud Wave not quite going to pan out as Retro wants it to. You know, still 100% on the monkey. But, you know, less than 10% separates these two players right now. And you could not ask for a more even game number 3 to start.
It is so close right now. And again, each player is taking the stage each on their own turns. It feels like, and each on their turn. Like, at one point, Ari is on the stage, controlling Retro. Oof. And the downstrong from Retro is just going to take that first stock right away.
Yeah, I mean, right now, the F-strong from Ari going to be able to take that in response, going to throw out the taunt as well here. You know, both these players in good spirits, it seems, as Retro going to try to respond with a lot of damage early on, but Ari hasn't let him touch the ground.
Yeah, Ari once again being on that full-on stage control, preventing his adversary from ever touching the ground. I mean, as I say that, Retro finally gets to land. But, oh my god, the tornado! Tornado racking up so much damage. Ari a little bit hesitant here to his DI, I feel like.
Yeah, I mean, the thing about that NATO is that it's not escapable. If there's no platforms, it might not be punishable depending on the spacing. It's so difficult, but right now, Ari might have taken a lot of damage, but not going to mind it too much. Still going to be able to take that stock. Charge fair from Retro, not going to be avoidable though. And just like that, we've got an even game 3 to end things off.
Yeah. And all of a sudden we got Ari getting back onto the stage, trying to keep Retro into that corner. But yeah, Retro honestly trying to find some kind of way to get back. But Ari is just on him. I think he touched the ground here, so got back the double jump. It's not going to matter. He's going to be able to land here. And this side B into Upstrong is going to take it for Arigator, who's going to move on to the next round.
Yeah, and just like that, the DAC is for Arigator to seal that stock out. I mean, going on a bit of a tear here. You know, the Claren is something to be feared. Yeah,
I feel like sometimes you're just not prepared to see a player throw out so many hitboxes, if you know what I mean. Especially when you have a Claren and she just does all this disjointed stuff. It feels like some players are just not ready for that.
Yeah,
I mean, to get into the mindset.
Yeah, like I said earlier, right? Ari throws out a lot of buttons, hits a lot of the buttons once they become available, but also